Hey y'all, it's Alec from Sharing the Journey. Today I thought we would talk about one of the work camping opportunities that I've been exploring, and not sure if we're gonna do it or not. I'm gonna go over the pros and cons. It's gate guarding, and we'll go over the pros and cons. Wait around to the end of the video to hear the cons, because there's one con that I do not think I can get past, but we'll have to see after Cindy and I discuss it more. But so this past weekend, we had a couple come through. They were very nice. They've got a YouTube channel. We were discussing YouTube and what they did to support themselves, because a lot of us are retired, but our retirements do not cover our expenses, especially with all the inflation and stuff that's been happening. So I asked them what their primary source of income was, and they said that they do gate guarding. So I started doing some research Sunday of different companies that do this. I emailed the couple. They told me what company they used, and from what I can tell, the best company out there for gate guarding is J&G Security, and they offer positions for both full-time RV couples and single people. The couples get stuck on 24-hour gates. They don't get stuck. The couples work 24-hour gates, and the singles work 12-hour gates. But the difference being, from what I can tell, is that the singles don't necessarily live at the gate. They have to commute back and forth to work, where the couples are on the gate. Most of the gates, from what I can tell, are in rural areas that are remote. So I was talking to the couple. They said, yeah, they worked a solar farm in Texas. Most of them, I can tell, are Texas, Louisiana, that kind of place. And they were an hour and 15 minutes from a grocery store or something like that. They were able to get it. The company provided them with a full hookup at the location. Some of them are from the grid, and some of them there's a big generator on the spot that provides power. But what do you get? So I asked the couple, I said, what is involved and what is your compensation? So everybody wants to know about compensation more than what their tasks are. So we'll start with compensation. And these are all pros, okay? On average, they make $200 a day. Now, they work 7 days a week, which can be a con, but they make $200 a day as a couple, providing 24-hour security, meaning that one of them works 12 hours and the other one works 12 hours. And then on top of their compensation, sometimes there's a bonus for safety, or for finishing your contract, or signing up for another job. And one thing I liked about it is, especially with the J&G Security, is that they offer gigs from 2 weeks to 3 months. So you can contact them and say, hey, look, I want to work for a month. And then you can take a month off and come back and work for another month, and do it that way. Or you can try it out, see if they've got a 2-week gig, and go do gate guarding for 2 weeks. I think I'd have a hard time doing it for more than a month, because you're working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They said some of the gates are super busy, like the solar farm was super busy. They've worked where they followed an oil rig around. They did like 6 months or 5 months where they followed an oil rig who was doing sample drilling from place to place to place. And they were not as remote all the time. So sometimes they may be half hour from a Walmart or a grocery store. Sometimes they were 2 hours. So anyway, your compensation is on average $200 a day, possible bonus scenario, and free water, free sewer, free electric, and a lot of the places have broadband internet, or you have the ability to get internet through a booster. So what they did was, what your job requirements are is just that: opening and closing the gate, or manning a gate that is open, and then being available to open a gate when it's closed. So during the day, let's say you're in an oil field, they're doing drilling, so they're drilling during the day. You may open that gate at 5 in the morning and then close it at 7 at night. And so you're physically on the gate, usually on a gate in a guard shack, and you just stop the people as they come in. You identify if they're supposed to be there. If they're there, they took a tablet and took a picture of their license tag and typed their name. And that's it. They've never really had any confrontations. Al-Qaeda has never come in and attacked the gate. But so yeah, that's the main job. And it could be any host of locations. J&G on their website says they do oil fields, construction sites, and private property. And I guess some people will hire a guard to sit at their ranch when they're not there. They may go in. That might be one of the 2-week jobs. A couple are going that own the ranch are going off, and they want somebody there to make sure that the gate's secure for 2 weeks or a month or whatever. So what are some of the cons? So the pros are make really good money as for a work camping job. The cons are 24/7. If you and your wife are used to going out to dinner on Friday night, somebody has to be there. You don't get to go explore the area. You designate one of the couple to go and buy groceries, get supplies, make mail runs, whatever's needed to do, while the other one, somebody's got to always be there. So that's a con. Another con is, and I didn't realize this till I started doing a little bit of research, is let's say you go on their website and you fill out their application, and they say, okay, you're a good candidate, you're hired. Well, you can't say, okay, well, I want a job in October, I'll be there in October, and I'll work October and through November. That's not how it works. They have a yard in San Antonio, Texas, this particular company, and you report to the yard, and you may sit there for a day, you may sit there for 2 weeks waiting on an opening or a position, but you have to be able to respond. They get a call and say, I need somebody at the oil field tomorrow by 6 o'clock. Then you're dispatched from the yard in San Antonio, and you may have to drive 400 miles, 300 miles to get to the job site, and that's what it is. So that's a con, is you could sit a week or two waiting on a job. and you don't have a guaranteed start date. Now you have usually a guaranteed end date, but not a guaranteed start date. So you'll have some downtime. The other is lots of times that they don't want for you to tell people where you are. Like when we're on social media, I put, oh, we're in Yellowstone, da 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 da. You may not be able to say where you were until after you leave, because some of these positions are secure locations and they don't want your location known. So your family, you may not be able to tell your family, hey, I'm down here in, I don't know, Lampasas, Texas, on an oil gate, or the construction of a military installation or something like that. So that's another con. The biggest con for me, believe it or not, is any of y'all that know me personally know that I've got 6 kids. I'm a very affectionate person, and the problem I'm having getting over is that you and your wife, your spouse, whoever you're traveling with, if you're romantically inclined, are going to be on opposite schedules. I don't sleep well by myself, and I'll be honest, I require some physical touch from time. I'm a man from time to time, and so I was asking this couple about, what do you do about that? And she goes, well, one of the ladies there says, why do you think I always wear a dress? And I'm going like, oh my God, really? A quickie in the camper as you pass in the night, so to speak? I guess you get what you can get and you take what you can get. So I don't know. Tell me what y'all think in the comments if you've ever done gate guarding. I think it would be a great job if you can get a 2-week or a month. I guess I could survive that long. And this couple told me there are a lot of couples that they do a month, take a month off, do a month, take a month off. That way they don't get burned out. So there's lots of possibilities and there are lots of opportunities. So anyway, leave in the comments what you think. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment down below. And oh, don't forget about my Amazon link. It's in the description below. If you got to buy something from Amazon, if you click on our link first, I'd appreciate it. Amazon gives us a little bit for sending you over there, and it doesn't cost you anything. Happy camping, and y'all stay safe.